Hey ladies and gents, it's Blackfinch here again, and a quick look today at premium tanks and some tips on what the benefit of premium tanks is and how to choose the one to buy if you decide you want to buy it. Now I appreciate that there's some people who've been playing the game for a short time or maybe a far longer time who have considered a premium tank, but firstly you're thinking, oh, why am I paying money for an asset in a game, and secondly are thinking what one to pick. So I'll deal with the first question really quickly, and that's that it renders certain benefits in the game, and well, let's go through the benefits and that might explain it. But one thing I will add is if people don't invest in the game in any way, you people who mock subscribers and buyers of premium tanks, then the game will cease to exist. So thank them for funding the game that you think is free, because it's not. It's a profit-making enterprise. Anyway, that rant aside, premium tanks. What they do first, to answer sort of question one, premium tanks tend to be a tank that's as good as a almost fully kitted out tank for that tier. So like the IS-6 is as good as, say, similar in performance to an IS-3 but without the Top Gun. Not always the case, but as a general rule that's usually the case. Tend to be a vehicle that's not quite as good as a fully kitted out top model for the tier, but sometimes are that have two major benefits. Three really. One, when you get them you don't have to research any modules on them, they come fully loaded. The second benefit is their crew. My IS-6 here, for example, if you have a look, has my IS-3 crew in it, and they get no penalty for being in there. If I go to my KV-220, it's got my KV-3 crew in it, my E25 has got my Stug crew in it. Basically, any premium tank can have the crew from a vehicle of that nation and that type. So this IS-6 can operate with any Soviet heavy vehicle crews, and there's no penalty whatsoever to that. So they're operating at the full 100% that allows them, even though it's not the thing they're trained for, which is great for a number of reasons. First of all, you don't have to invest time in a crew for it. And then secondly, when the crew's in this vehicle, they're earning extra XP. Now, premium vehicles also get an XP bonus, so your crew's going to learn even faster in this. And of course, when you get your daily doubles, you're getting the XP bonus for that. Now, if you're a person who likes to convert experience, then obviously premiums come eleated and are a good way of earning experience that you can convert to unlock modules and other tanks. Personally, I don't buy into that, but I know people do, and that's how they want to play the game, and that's how they enjoy it. Fair game to them. So, the second reason is they make quite a lot of money. It varies depending on the premium. Tier 8 premiums obviously make you more than Tier 7, which make more than Tier 6, make more blah 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 blah. So they get a credit multiplier that can sometimes be up to an extra 50-60% credits. The Jagdtiger 88, for example, seems to do exceptionally well on this. My IS-6 is pretty good, T-34 is pretty good, but then the Tier 8s, oh, and the Super Pershing, yeah, that's very good. Probably close to the Jagdtiger, but that might just be my experience. So they get a good credit multiplier, which is a real boon. So you're going to get a fully eleated vehicle that you can put any crew from a compatible vehicle in that nation into and out of. It's going to earn extra XP and it's going to earn extra credits. So that's what you're getting for your money. And for many people that means you don't have to run a premium account. You can use your premium vehicles to pay for, you know, those not very profitable high tier games if you're not running a premium account, which is a very valid way of doing it. So these are the benefits of a premium. The next question is, what premium are you going to get? Now, I'm going to start off with the first thing, which is tier. Now, obviously, the tier of a premium has a profound effect on its price. So something like the M22 Locust is going to be really cheap relative to the cost of the considerably more expensive. I think it's about £35, the other side of €40, and an amount in dollars probably close to 50-60 to buy this, and in other currencies I couldn't tell you. So if you're in a country that has a currency other than that, I'm really sorry, but go onto the World Tank store and you'll be able to see anyway. I think you have to pay in euros anyway if you're anywhere in Europe, and that's an irrelevancy. So the tier of the vehicle matters, and I have to total digression here. The noise is this Halloween hanger really quite annoying if you leave it on in the background whilst you're doing something else. But anyway, so we were talking about tier. The next thing is, because premium tanks tend to be slightly substandard for the tier, they tend to have a weakness. So, like, take the IS-6. It's exceptionally tough, quite mobile, but its guns, the standard 122mm that you first got at tier 6 for the Soviets, so it's only got 175mm of penetration. Now, if you're an experienced player, you can work around that deficiency and make it a very, very effective tank. If, however, your highest tier is tier 6, you've got very little experience facing the tier 8 and tier 9 vehicles that this comes across. You're not going to know the weak spots well, you're not going to know how to deal with them. Your performance in this is going to be diabolical. So my first tip when choosing a premium is, don't choose one from a tier that you haven't yet reached and elited a tank at. So if you've got an elite tier 8, by all means go tier 8. If you've got an elite tier 7, by all means go tier 7, etc, etc. I mean, obviously you can. Some people get premium tanks so that they can play with their friends who've been playing for longer, but I would advise against it, or, you know, I would wait until you're there before buying the premium. So that's my tip number 1. Tip number 2, remember the crew benefit. So you're going to get a crew in your tank that is, you want to buy a tank even, start this whole one again. Okay, crew. Your vehicle is going to be able to use your pre-existing crew, so you want to pick a premium that is compatible with your current tank lineup. So, you know, the IS-7, or sorry, 6 is very good for any Soviet heavy tank player who's going down the IS line. For example, the E-25 is very good for anybody going down the German tank destroyer line, especially the Panther line. In particular, the Panther M10 is good for anyone going down the German medium line. You want to have a crew that you can put in the vehicle. You don't want to use the 50% crew that comes with it. Discard them straight away. They're just an absolute waste of time. So that's the second thing, the nation. The third thing is, do your homework first. There's plenty of reviews on these vehicles. I mean, obviously, you know, get the stats up, download Tank Inspector and look at it there, and make an educated decision on whether you think this is the right thing for you. I would definitely watch some reviews. I've got a couple up for like the IS-6, the Jag-88, and one comparing the tier 8 tanks I've got, which is these four, the Super Pershing, the T-34, the IS-6 and the Jag-88. I'm in the process of going through all my tier 7s with reviews. Oh, I forgot I had the Type 62. Oh well. And the SU-122-44 is up, or should be by the time I put this video up. So yeah, so consider, make an educated decision. You know, you're actually making an investment. Now, some vehicles you just buy for the laughs. If you haven't earned yourself a TOG, then, you know, many people buy this because it's hilarious fun, especially in platoons. On its own, it can be a bit of a drag. But it's, you know, it's often referred to as being the party tank, and that's certainly an apt description. KV220, when it comes on, it's rare and just so ridiculously good. I'm gonna do a video on the KV220. I think it's amazing. It's more fun than it's the most broken tank in the game. It's so good, but you don't see that many of them, so that's all right. It's not invincible, but it's really, really very broken. Hilariously so. So you know, do your homework. Little things like the Locust, that's just good fun. Low tier, if you're buying a tank as a money maker, also consider the tier it's at, because a tier 3 game, even with extra credits, it's not going to make very much money, and you'd be better off just playing a regular tier 5 tank. Probably your bottom line money makers are things like the Churchill 3 at tier 5, and tier 6 is noticeably better. Tier 7, Panther M10, I find to make good amounts per game, but obviously the tier 8s are the stars for money making, but they might be out of your budget, so the higher the tier, the more effective money maker it is. If you're buying it as a crew trainer, the same ratio applies, but less so. There appears to be a times 3 event on today. No, I should probably be exploiting that. But anyway, that was just some quick thoughts on buying a premium, and I'm already at 12 minutes plus shoving an intro video into this, so that's all I'm going to say on the matter. And please check out some of my other reviews. The tier 7s are going to be going up. If you want any of these premiums that you see in the garage here review, please put a comment in the comments below on the video, and I will do my best to get it into the not so hectic schedule I have for what I'm gonna make video wise. I don't mind doing requests, and if you want to see a review of any of the tanks I've got, you can always well, here we go. We'll work our way across the spectrum, and you can pause if you really want. Now, any of these here can be reviewed, or just some gameplay footage shown of. I'm happy to do it. You could also go and search my profile in the game, and you'll see the things I've driven. I'm probably not going to be buying anything back, but that I've got rid of. But anyway, until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.